Well, hello there, gentlemen.
Hello to you also, man of, I don't know, questionable gentlitude. Here we go.
Ooh, you got
My
me so
sound
good.
making device was being very quiet, and I turned it up too loud, and now it's not enough. What's left on the mission memo? Is it just the thing? No, we got like a bunch of stuff.
Nope.
Did we never
lots of
finish
stuff.
the rebel suppression?
Apparently
I
not.
started this and we got into like that. The whole thing happened, didn't it? Wasn't that now? What year is it?
I don't
What
know.
time is it?
Who knows?
I don't even know where we are. Or what's
Leave
happening.
this place.
What's your name?
Yeah,
Bye.
You should just run away from these level 3 schmoes.
We will
Last
see
laugh.
who has the last laugh.
Hey, you should consider adjusting your party layout, perhaps. Or don't, but just consider it.
Should I? Didn't we do it relatively recently?
Well, at the
didn't
very
do
least...
this. How did we-
No, I think we
how
did.
we do this?
At the very least, I will say that Vacheron currently has the grenades equipped, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, who cares about
Yeah.
that?
I can tell you what happened with
Look,
this.
there isn't a weapon made that a real pro can't handle. This doesn't apply to me in any way, but I'm just citing facts I once heard in a video game.
It's true.
I can tell you why we still have rebel suppression if you want.
Because
No, I
we
think I actually figured
accidentally...
it
Because we accidentally fought the guy with the doll instead of the rebels.
Well, I mean, that much is obvious. That clearly stupidly happened, entirely of my own doing. But the real answer to the question is that, like, half of Cotillion's episode was dealing with that, and then, like, we saved, and then, like, not very long after that, we did the arena, which was, like, your whole episode.
Right.
So how's everybody doing? I'm, gunning my way past the Shady Thug or two.
Doing alright, doing alright. Gonna be in your neck of the woods pretty soon. Hashtag dating this episode.
But I don't live in the woods, and I don't have a neck.
That's what you think.
Wait. Elaborate?
You cannot.
No, that's all you
Wait,
get.
no, would you at least be willing to clarify which one of those two statements of potential fact I am possibly mistaken about?
The answer is,
Correct.
to that question is yes. Well done, Cotillion. I'm glad we're on the same page. That's a triangle, alright. I'll tell you what.
There is a
That
triangle.
is a good-looking triangle.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, I blinked.
I shouldn't have blinked.
You guys both missed it? He warned you and everything. There was lead time
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
I thought he was kidding. It wasn't a joke.
It was not a joke. Get him. Get him with extreme vengeance. Yes, I want to be in LA this week, which
Oh,
is
those
pretty
gauge breaks.
exciting.
Delicious gauge breaks. Do you have plans for things?
Oh my god, so many plans. My schedule is so full of things, of seeing all of the people, doing
Are all of the
things.
things playing the game known as the Game of Things?
Sadly, no. The Game of Things is not involved in our plans in any way.
That's a shame.
Is
The
this
Game of
real?
Things is actually a good game.
You're making it up right now.
It's like apples to apples, but it doesn't suck.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Oh, you mean
I
like,
forget if I've played it with you, but I've probably at least told you about it.
Yeah.
I think it's supposedly like a Target exclusive board game, and I'm like, I don't understand
Ugh.
that sentence.
Ugh, what?
Yeah, I know. It's just like I can't. Try again. Try again later.
You got him dead
That was pretty entertaining. I liked the way that went down.
in the most pro way.
He just had like exactly enough health for that to look super dramatic.
Well, you also managed to get his hat off in spectacular fashion, which is the most impressive part, and get both of your bezels back because he had just the
Yeah.
right amount of health. To,
There were such bezels.
yeah, some things happened.
It's like a really easy configuration of enemies to deal with. I mean, like, obviously we, like, leveled up a ton, but also just, like, being able to, like, surround them all with the fat triangle and, like, they don't do
Yeah.
that much damage, like...
It's pretty quality.
Don't body shame the triangle.
No, I meant the 90s kind of fat. That's a pretty hot and tempting triangle.
The Chris
baby.
Tucker triangle.
Damn!
What was that?
The Chris Tucker triangle.
Oh yes, the Chris Tucker triangle, of course.
Does that involve Jackie Chan in some way?
It might.
didn't-
Is that one we have to turn in, or is that just done?
No, that one
We
we'd
did
get.
So what do we
I
need for
think
this?
we have this. I think you just need to go back and talk to him.
Okay. Can we easily check our... Which kind of meat did we need? I was literally looking at it without looking at it.
Luxury meat, I think, wasn't it?
Which thing is this under? We have an inventory
That
for
one.
this, right?
That one.
Yeah, it's gotta be that.
Meat,
Quality meat.
quality...
Is
I
it
saw
quality
it.
or luxury?
Did you see it?
I saw
Oh,
quality.
there it is. 2. Do we need more than 2?
No, you only need one, but double check the memo just to make sure. I don't want to tell you
What
wrong.
was the memo said?
Tech.
I mean, I think Tech is thinking of the luxury meat grind.
Maybe I'm wrong, yeah.
I feel like it doesn't say. Am I insane?
Literally doesn't
Like,
say.
I'm
Oh,
not
maybe we just
seeing it.
haven't. Maybe we just haven't talked to him yet.
I don't think we have talked to him. Let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
But it bothers me that, like, I can't see... Like, it just doesn't look like it says. I feel like it should says, you guys.
I think that's why we have to go talk to him.
Let's see, hang on.
Because for like the sewing machine one, you don't know that you need the motor, the berserk motor, until you go talk to her.
Oh, I see your point. Yeah, that might be the case. Several cutscenes later.
Oh boy.
I love the fact that it was like the rating. It's like it was like rating the hardest it like has in like 3 years in LA today.
Yeah, while like half of all of the teachers in the city are outside.
Yeah, yeah.
Heard about that.
I need Barbarella is.
I feel bad for them.
Is Barbarella?
I mean, it's not like. Yes, I do too.
Teresa, Pater, Grigliano. What?
Gotta go up one.
I think it's that. Look, you're missing a blue spot there. No, maybe not.
Oh.
Maybe go up one.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
Listen
it
to-
there she is.
Listen to
It
Tech.
Yeah, we just haven't like done this yet.
Wait, did we just say to listen to Tech? Because I don't know if that's right.
I'm
I
going to
know
be
that's
clear
not
that I
right.
didn't say that. It doesn't matter to me whether or not that was the right thing to do. I didn't say that. You can't prove that I did because I didn't.
You have to start next to where
Aren't I
you
here?
are.
Oh, I thought I was on this thing. Okay.
Swing.
Stuff.
Great. Energy Hex times 2. We did it.
Got some of them hexes.
This one. But do it right.
Yay! Barbarella!
What is it? What is the flavor of like unlocking someone's house with a hex? Like I get that you're like repairing like Rainy Bridge when you hex your way across Rainy Bridge, but like what the
Right.
fuck does it mean when you like put a purple hex on Barbarella's house in order to enter it? Like what does that actually
She's been
represent?
trapped this whole time.
That's why he
Someone
needs
who isn't me is
somebody
reading
else
it.
to go get the meat. Cardinal Barbarella is looking forward to dining on some natural meat within the next few days. Is there any chance you could source some quality meat for me?
Oh
See, I
yeah,
told you
quality
it's
meat.
Wah,
Talk to him again.
wah.
There we did.
Oh,
We did
hey!
it.
Did you maybe bring the meat I asked for?
Yeah, I just had it in my pocket. Is that cool? Are you okay with that? You're gonna serve that?
You want my pocket meat?
Let me have a look.
It's a little linty.
Yep, not too shabby.
We got HD Magazine plus 4. I suppose we could like customize one of these. It
Whatever.
doesn't really matter to me. Wait, which slot? I guess this makes more sense because it would go.
Yeah.
No, it goes here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind.
What's the other one have?
Has more bullet capacity. They're pretty close. Let's give it to this one.
Oh boy, inventory management.
It's so good.
What's your favorite
Window
part?
Place. Yeah.
It is his favorite thing to do. He does a lot of it in his streams. He tries to pretend like it's not his favorite thing, but I always call him out on it.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So I have a fun anecdote for today.
Do you? Or do you have a
I-
regular anecdote that you're overselling?
It's actually not fun. It's actually kind of sad.
Okay.
I was, we have a wood-burning stove in the house in which I live.
Story
Which
end
is
in
great.
arson?
So it's cold. It's like, the temperature currently is 22 degrees.
You
That's
guys,
not
I think Tech
Celsius.
killed someone.
So
Is that
it was cold and decided I was gonna make a nice little fire before we sat down for dinner, and
I see this going poorly.
I made a fire. And if you can picture a wood-burning stove, it's kind of like a... How do I describe it for someone who hasn't seen one before? It's basically a big hunk of metal with doors in the front and a pipe coming out of the top. And the pipe comes out of the top and goes at a right angle so that it is horizontal. It goes into the wall, and then it goes up to the chimney. And so, not too long after starting the fire, I hear clanking around in the horizontal part of the pipe.
The horizontal part of the pipe.
And I was like,
No.
is it like expanding because of heat? Like, what is going on here? But it kept going.
Hey, hang on a second. Tech, hang on
yeah.
a second. Vasco, can you look at the mission memo real quick?
No, I can't do that.
He cannot.
I think you need
I
to
have
go
talk to him.
to
I'm already here at this
Gurgadanos.
code. I'm just gonna fight the code, and then I'll go.
Okay.
Let's get this over with.
Or
Jeez,
actually,
look at these guys.
should probably read the mission memo, because maybe you don't need to go to Gurgadanos. Maybe you have to meet him at the out. At the...
Oh
You
well,
should just
kill the
read the
guys
mission
anyway.
memo.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
mean,
on your-
this is here for a reason. I definitely have to kill these guys.
Yes,
These
for
sorts of things
sure.
don't just generate for nothing.
For sure. On with the story, TekAzurik.
Yes, keep going. No one saw.
So,
I thought he would skirt that. He really didn't. He super didn't.
no, he definitely didn't.
Alright,
So, what ended up happening was a bird had found its way down the pipe and proceeded to fall into the burning stove.
did
and
it go well?
Well, I cracked the door and there was a lot of fire and a lot of flapping. And so I closed the door and all of the flapping put the fire out.
Oh no!
So my first thought was, oh, that's so sad. That bird's gonna burn to death in the fire. But if I open it, a burning bird will emerge into my home and set it ablaze.
Yes.
It's Schrödinger's Phoenix. I know this one.
It's definitely not what I wanted. So I was like, all right, that's sad. Well, what can you do? But the bird then put the fire out and was still moving around in there.
Right.
And so naturally, I didn't want to deal with it. So I fetched my father and made him deal with it.
Dad, I don't like this thought experiment.
The bird came out of the emerged from the stove, hopping around. It didn't seem to be able to fly, but it was alive and blinking and walking, and it ran all over our living room until we were able to coax it out of the door. But it was a time, I'll tell you what. So not
it
sure
did
if
actually
there's-
go well-ish.
I mean, the fact that the bird was alive and alive enough to run around was a miracle in my opinion.
Yeah,
But it couldn't
this
fly,
is mostly what I mean.
which is like kind of the the thing that
No,
birds
but-
do. Like the defining characteristic of bird is flight. So the fact that it didn't fly isn't super heartening. But the fact that
Yeah.
it wasn't dead was also nice. So
So, did it go wellish or not? I feel like I I asked
we
a
can say
specific
it.
question.
Considering the fact, oh, it's a bronze ooze.
It is a bronze.
Do we want that?
I think it generates money or something. I forget. I think there's
Anyway, to
something
answer
valuable to killing it.
To answer your question, the fact that it wasn't dead or on fire was a win. So I'll say, yeah, it went well.
Nice. It is a bizarre situation. Maybe you should consider putting a sign up so that birds don't do that.
No
It
birds
works for
allowed.
Yeah.
all manner of companies in the United States.
That's actually probably a good idea. I should put a sign up. So birds do not enter.
Also, like, hot coffee could burn you or something.
Let's not let this go.
Didn't actually pay attention to whether we got any, like, bronze chips or whatever I was assuming I would get for killing that.
Yeah, I didn't look either.
I'm sorry. What is the point of the cone that's, like, not in the way? Oh, I guess it's so you have to fight at least one of those cones. Got it. I've answered my
so,
question.
yeah.
It looks really stupid, though.
You should just fight all of those cones.
Yeah, I think so, too. Anything
Wow.
that prevents me from having to actually go directly to the Forest of Idols is like, A-okay in my book.
Yeah.
Like, stuff gets, like, hard. Like, there are harder enemies later in the game, but, like, this is just the worst dungeon, right? Like, I always feel like I'm overreacting when we get this far in the game, but, like, every time we do it, it's like, no, I'm pretty sure this is just the worst thing in the game.
No, it's definitely not great.
Okay. How about this? Shooting a dog with a gun in midair after twirling 4 times to find gravity. How about it? Which part of that should I address most directly first? I'll remember you setting me on fire, you weird headless monster.
That thing is gross.
Yes, it's hideous. And yeah, that's what she said. I know, I was there.
Yep, that's definitely what she said.
It's never too late to change.
Okay.
See, the monster could get plastic surgery. She's thinking on the bright side. I, for one, agree with Leanne. The monster could use some elective surgery.
Now there's 3 of them. This isn't better.
There are. Is it not? I really thought you would like this. You like monkeys. You like ponies. Maybe you don't like monsters so much, but you know.
You definitely used too many monkeys.
That could be. I may have gone over it.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah.
It's not enough to know that you ruined a pony to making a gift for me. It's really not. So I'm gonna go.
I really feel like you're not appreciating the thought that counts. You know, because it is in fact the thought that counts.
Does it count? I don't know if it does.
It does when you use so many monkeys and at least one pony.
You know, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I think that the pony monkey combo negates any thought that was put into the gift at all, really.
Are you hearing this, Cotillion? Do you believe this?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Come on, Cotillion, get on our
I love
level.
how quickly he killed him.
Get out of this rut.
It's a Jonathan Colton classic.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about him until college, if I'm being entirely honest. But
Oh, I mean, I'd never heard of him
is.
until Nick introduced me to him.
yeah,
It would be Nick.
I like that Nick is a person whose name that we use just simply by virtue of the fact that he like won't probably ever appear on this.
Oh no,
channel.
never. He's not our friend.
He
Not that
does
we're
pop
friends,
into
but-
Vasco's streams from every once in a while.
It's true, but there he uses a different name.
True.
We should never refer to him by that name, so no one will ever.
Exactly.
So his real name is effectively his alias.
Yeah, it's weird how that turned out.
Kind of how it's working these days, isn't it?
And hey, if you want to hear more discussion about the nature of using aliases while we play Resonance of Fate, you should watch the bonus episodes that you might have skipped over because you didn't have like 2 spare hours to spend on it, and I frankly don't blame you for that.
Nah,
I
pieces
do.
of shit. That's what they are, not watching our stuff. That's what I say.
It's true,
What
you
even
can say
is a
that.
duelist?
It's the most dweller. We discussed this, didn't we?
Oh, right. Sorry, you're right. It dwells the most. Exactly, of course.
Naturally.
What
You know,
was
now
I
I'm thinking about it, I really wonder what it was like to like listen to that extended Jonathan Colton reference from the perspective of Cotillion, who's like, technically I'm obliged to be here, but I don't understand.
Indeed.
And then I feel like, you know what? That's just sort of text neutral, isn't it? He's just like, Vasco's saying things again. He's saying something in that tone of voice that makes me aware that it's a reference to something that I probably don't know or care about.
Yeah, it's generally how I live my life. It's just not understanding what the fuck Vasco's talking about.
Like a weirdly high percentage of your time, though, for being honest.
Well, you know, I wasn't gonna say it.
One thing I've always appreciated about our friendship, Tag, is the fact that, like, you're one of the few people who will just, like, yes and that nonsense. Like, you will sometimes start making the reference without having any appreciation for its context. And, like, that's
I mean,
the way
I
I
took
want
it-
things to be.
I took improv. I know how to yes and.
Did you actually take improv? I'm not sure if I was aware of this.
I did. You know, my mom is in an improv troupe.
Really? Was she a sassy
Yeah.
pharmacist by any chance?
You know, she's been a sassy pharmacist in her past.
That's
a deep
unrelated
cut
to
for
the
some, like,
improv.
hardcore Vasco followers.
Yes, indeed.
I like how on fire Leanne is. Wait, what part of the Dwellist exploded?
Who knows?
I don't think you want an answer to that question.
You're gonna point a gun at someone.
We got a filthy pouch. It might have been the filthy
And
pouch.
there you go.
Filthy pouch.
I can't tell if that was a good or upset noise.
Yes. Again, you are correct.
Yes, and.
Look at them all wiggling around like assholes. What are we doing
Yeah.
again? What's our goal this time?
This time we have to move the statue through the place.
Oh god, we're doing that now? That's happening?
That's
what's
the
going on
thing
right
I was talking about, where I'm like, I feel like this is the worst part of the game, right?
now? No, this is
that?
definitely the worst part of the game, hands down. I mean, escort missions. Nobody likes escort missions.
It's
Whether
remarkable that they found a way to incorporate an escort mission into this extremely esoteric combat system.
You're right. Yeah, that's the only thing I like about this mission is that they somehow managed to figure out how to do it. It doesn't make it good, but they did succeed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
somehow.
I respect the fact that they did it, but I still think it's easily the worst part of this game by a lot, not close.
Yeah, absolutely.
That guy exploded. Checking the save data.
Don't forget to save.
We're like 9 hours in this game. Just putting that out there. So
I mean, we spent 2 hours,
Open air stuff.
more than 2 hours in arena, so
Yeah.
Wasn't it like a... No, I guess it was a little over 2 hours because of the one that's actually an episode.
yeah.
It's
I
so
can like kind of
crunchy.
make out Leanne's face. Yeah, it's super crunchy though.
Together. Jean Paulet.
Oh god, Sean Kelly. Look at his skin.
It's you, the model for my statue.
Well, I mean, you realize he's Allegretto,
With a
right?
single glance.
What?
Does
That
Tech know who
voice actor is
Allegretto is?
Ah, of course.
Tech, who's Allegretto?
He's a character from fucking... What's it called? The Eternal Sonata, motherfucker. I know what the fuck's going on.
I thought for sure he was going to say Chopin game, and I would have given him credit for that.
Yeah, I would too.
Look at it. It's got like squares on his face.
Should be, n'est-ce pas? Oh God above! I'm
I mean,
unworthy of knowing such
He's got square face.
happiness.
Why you gotta?
There.
Why you gotta give him a hard
It
time?
affects like 3s of Americans.
I'll leave you to see the transport of the statue. Good luck with that.
You know it's bad when the game says, good luck with that, and then laughs at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, true facts. True facts,
Just
yo.
what's going on inside of this thing?
Oh, you have a discerning eye, mon ami. Why not take a look for yourself, eh?
God.
Don't mind if I do.
So...
I don't think so.
Yeah, there you go.
That's such a good sound effect for that. That's not like a cartoon kick. That's like a,
What's a-
oh! God!
It inspires him. Telling you, you should be honored.
I still don't get it.
The BFF makes everything better.
Look at all the quotes.
Believing in something makes him happy.
It's been a while since we've seen any quotes. Can you give them a break, Cotillion? I mean, the game is very excited to have access to these quotes.
We definitely need more quotes.
Faith brings order. Order brings stability.
Stability leads to fear. Fear? No, wait.
And I thought all you believed in was money.
I also believe in bunker
Talking
busters.
about society.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm beyond salvation.
Oh, sad.
That makes me giggle a little just because of how Resonance of Fate that line is. They're just like having this conversation about like the philosophy of society, and then she's just like, maybe a human can be beyond salvation. It's just like, alright.
Well, Vasco, good luck to you, sir.
Well, here's the awkward part about this, is that,
Yeah.
like, there's, like, a handful of minutes left here. Should I actually start this?
Should get that
Oh.
box.
Yeah, I'll open the
wait.
box.
Whose turn is it next?
Who do you think?
Is it me?
We got our single
No.
escape hex. No, it's
Certainly not.
Oh, okay.
So then Tech all of a sudden is
Tex-
like, yeah.
Tech's like,
Let's
oh, well then I definitely have time for this.
Yeah, let's... Join us next time when Cotillion will deal with this bullshit. You know what's gonna happen, though, is that he's gonna fail. And then
He's gonna do it, like, amazingly well. I mean, like, I suppose this is probably the reason why he wanted to do the arena so much, right? He was the one making the biggest push for that.
Yeah, because
It
he's
should
smart, you
help.
mean.
I don't
This-
know. Well,
this
yeah,
mission-
he's way better than us at Arts
This
and Crafts.
dungeon sucks if you're underleveled.
Amen.
I
Alright,
feel
well-
like you could end that sentence after sucks. This dungeon sucks. It's
Yep.
bad.
And on that note, join us next time. Well, whether or not it is,
Yeah.
we're gonna say that it's Strong Week. Yay! Oh wait, I didn't prepare.
How did you literally instigated? I genuinely feel like you do this on purpose.
There we go.
For some
We got
reason, I was
there.
really expecting you to bust out ham for that
More
one.
enemies over there.
Half that Tech uses for the air horn that he likes also has like some guy just saying ham 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 ham, and it's like really weird and unsettling.
It's super great. There it is.
There it is.
Ham.
Ham.